Welcome back to Mastering Relationships, the space where we help you grow, love, and rise without losing yourself in the process. Today, my dear sister, we're diving into a topic that many women struggle with silently: how to set boundaries without losing your partner. If you've ever asked yourself, will he still love me if I stop saying yes to everything? This video is for you. So grab your tea, get comfortable, and let's talk woman to woman. My dear sister, one of the biggest fears a woman has when she starts setting boundaries in a relationship is this: will he leave me? Will he think I'm changing? Will I become too difficult to love? But hear me clearly, my fellow woman. A man who genuinely loves and respects you will not walk away because you've decided to value yourself. In fact, the right man is drawn to a woman who knows her limits, speaks her truth, and stands in her worth. There are relationships where a woman has been taught, through culture, trauma, or fear, that she must never say no. She must always be available, always agreeable, always forgiving, even at the cost of her dignity and mental peace. Let me remind you today, submission is not slavery, and silence is not wisdom when it means betraying your own needs. If you constantly overextend yourself just to keep a man, you will eventually lose the very person you were created to be. And my dear sister, nothing is worth that kind of loss. Now let us walk together through how to set boundaries without losing your partner or yourself. 1. Start by knowing your worth. Before you even speak a boundary, my fellow woman, you must first recognize your value. A woman who doesn't see herself as worthy will always struggle to protect her peace. She will continue to tolerate disrespect disguised as love. In a relationship where the man wants full access to you, your time, your emotions, your body, but gives nothing meaningful in return, you must pause and ask, am I loving him or losing myself in the process? My dear sister, you are not a tool to be used only when convenient. You are a whole human being, deserving of joy, rest, space, and fulfillment. When you begin to embrace your worth, boundaries become a form of self-love, not selfishness. 2. Express, don't explode. Many women wait until they're fed up before they speak, and by that time, the emotions come out like fire. But my fellow woman, boundaries are not meant to be shouted. They are meant to be expressed with clarity, calmness, and courage. In a relationship where you find yourself constantly rearranging your life to please him, instead of exploding with frustration, try saying, I love spending time with you, but I also need time for myself. I need space to think, grow, and just be me. That's not rejection. That's love with structure. That's what real partnership looks like. 3. Be consistent, not confusing. My dear sister, one of the reasons some men don't take our boundaries seriously is because we don't enforce them. Today we say no. Tomorrow we say yes out of guilt, fear, or loneliness. In a relationship where a woman keeps saying she won't tolerate being disrespected, but each time he sweet talks her, she stays silent, the man learns that her words don't carry weight. My fellow woman, if you set a boundary, honor it. Consistency builds respect. If you keep moving the line, don't be surprised when he walks all over it. 4. Don't be afraid of discomfort. Yes, when you start setting boundaries, the relationship may feel tense. He may pull back. He may accuse you of changing. But my dear sister, don't confuse his discomfort with disconnection. In a relationship where you used to be the one always calling, always checking in, always fixing problems, and then you stop, he may panic. but let him sit in that space. Let him adjust. You are not wrong for needing balance. You are not evil for asking for more. Growth is uncomfortable, but it's necessary. 5. Explain the why, not just the what. Some men grew up never being taught how to handle a strong, self-aware woman. They hear boundaries and interpret it as distance or rebellion. If your partner is one of those, teach him. Don't just say, "I need time alone." Explain. "I need time alone because when I have time to rest and reflect, I show up more whole, more present, more loving." That why makes all the difference. It turns a boundary from a wall into a bridge. 6. Keep loving, even as you draw the line. Setting boundaries doesn't mean becoming cold, distant, or aggressive. It means loving from a place of fullness, not depletion. You can still smile. You can still call. You can still support him. But you do it from a healthy space, not out of fear or pressure. In a relationship where the woman starts speaking up for herself and the man says, "You've changed," ask yourself, have you changed? Or have you stopped tolerating nonsense? My fellow woman, don't lose your kindness. Just add strength to it. 7. Have your own safe circle. When you're trying to build healthy boundaries, you need support. You need someone who reminds you that you're not crazy, you're not rude, and you're not unlovable for wanting better. My dear sister, find women who walk in strength. Listen to content that lifts your mind. Build a support system that helps you refill, because you cannot keep pouring into someone who's draining you dry. 8. Let the relationship adjust, not just you. Many times we as women do all the bending. We compromise, sacrifice, and adapt. Yet we're still called too much when we finally speak up. In a relationship where the man never adjusts, where you're always the one changing just to avoid conflict, you must ask, is this love or control? My fellow woman, you deserve a love that grows with you, not one that demands your silence. Forgive without resetting the boundary. Sometimes he says sorry. He buys you a gift. He apologizes with tears, and because your heart is soft, you forgive, but you also remove the boundary. My dear sister, no, you can forgive and still enforce your standard. You can let go of anger, but still require change. That's not bitterness. That's wisdom. A man who loves you will see your forgiveness and step up, not step over you. 9. Stay, but stay whole. You don't have to leave your relationship to reclaim yourself. But if staying means dying inside, my fellow woman, you must pause and reflect. You can stay, but stay whole. Stay with boundaries. Stay with a voice. Stay with dignity. And if after all your effort you're still being hurt, used, or devalued, then you know that you tried. You gave it your best. And if you ever walk away, it won't be from fear. It will be from wisdom. Final words. My dear sister, boundaries won't break the right relationship. They will build it. They are not threats. They are tools. They help love grow, not wither. So speak up, stand tall, draw your line, and watch how real love steps closer, not away. You are enough. You are worthy. And you are allowed to protect your peace. Until next time, stay soft, stay strong, and keep mastering your relationships. Join the sisterhood. Click that subscribe button. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss a moment of empowerment. And drop a comment below, because your voice matters here.